The sun hadn't yet risen over the rugged terrain of Tithwal when Jemadar Harchand Singh stood silently atop Mir Kalsi Ridge, peering into the gray mist that shrouded the valley below. The ridge was a dagger of land, jutting out like a spearhead, strategic, vital, and exposed. Every soldier in his platoon of 23 knew why they were there. Holding Mir Kalsi meant holding the line. For days, the ridge had been pummeled by artillery and mortar fire. On June 2nd and 3rd, the earth shook with every shell that crashed down, the very sky aflame with constant bombardment. There was no time to dig bunkers or lay proper wire defenses. They fought under open sky, dug into shallow trenches, surrounded by rock and the smell of cordite. And now on the morning of June 4th, the enemy was coming. The first sign was subtle. A pair of red flares streaked into the dawn sky. Then the storm broke. Shells from 3.7-inch howitzers, 3-inch mortars, and machine guns screamed toward the forward trenches. The platoon was severed from communication, their lines cut, their positions isolated. From two flanks, the enemy advanced, over 200 strong. Using the rocky terrain for cover, they crept closer, just 22 meters from the trenches, armed and ready for a final push. But Harchand Singh had seen war before. Calm and commanding, he raised his hand. "Hold fire!" he whispered to his men, waiting, watching. When the enemy was close enough to smell, he gave the signal. What followed was not a gunfight. It was a brawl of survival. Cries of Allahu Akbar clashed with Sat Shri Akal as steel met steel. Trenches became arenas of hand-to-hand combat. A section patrol had vacated 241. One enemy Bren gunner charged, firing from the hip. Grenades missed him. Bullets zipped by. Harchand Singh didn't flinch. He raised his pistol and dropped the attacker in a single shot. Another gunner came from the left. Sepoy Zail Singh, a brave subordinate of Harchand Singh, was already bleeding from a burst of fire to his thigh, fired back his rifle with calm precision, killing the enemy gunner. Crawling through pain, Zail Singh dragged the enemy's Bren gun back to the trench. Moments later, he was hit again, this time in the stomach. He collapsed beside the weapon he had captured, his duty fulfilled at the cost of his life. Despite the overwhelming odds, the Indian soldiers refused to break. Behind them, just 270 meters away, lay the gun position the enemy desperately wanted. Two reserve enemy companies waited to exploit the breach, but they underestimated the defenders' resolve. Knowing the end could be moments away, Harchand Singh ordered a counterattack. With a handful of men, no more than a fire team, he surged forward. The enemy, already stunned by the fierce resistance, broke ranks. Confusion spread. What had seemed like a certain victory for them turned into panic. 2 hours of brutal close-quarters combat passed. Then, silence. When the dust settled, Mir Kalsi Ridge was still in Indian hands. The battle had changed the tide. Enemy bodies were recovered later, along with captured rifles, a pistol, a Bren gun, and 1,300 rounds of ammunition. No large-scale attacks came from that flank again. The ridge had held because of men like Sepoy Zail Singh, who gave everything, and leaders like Jemadar Harchand Singh, who stood unshaken against a storm of fire. On a quiet day months later, a young officer would visit that ridge and find a small rock, stained dark from the past, and whisper, "This is where courage lives."